Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks as always for tuning in to Multicade Mondays. And I'm your host, PDubs, here in the Loft. Man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate week in and week out. You guys come and hang out upstairs with us. Your support means everything. I can't thank you enough for that. Today, I got something a little bit different planned for Multicade Mondays. Over the past year, I've had a fantastic time collaborating with some great content creators, including 19K Fox, B Gong, Michael B. the Game Genie, Console Kids. As you guys know, we're close friends behind the scenes. We've developed those friendships because of this hobby. Just like all of you out there, you've made incredible friends and incredible relationships from this hobby. Think about it. Maybe you met a guy on a Facebook group that covered home arcades and you got to talking, and next thing you know, you guys are buddies. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happened with us. So, of course, over the last year, I've collaborated a lot with those guys. And I know their opinions on most things. In fact, sometimes when new stuff comes out, I can actually predict what their opinions are going to be because that's how well we know each other. That's what happens when we become good friends with people. But on today's episode, I said I would like to have some new opinions. I'd love to have some fresh opinions, get some new faces on the channel. Some of these guys have never been on the channel before. I definitely wanted to introduce them to you if you've never heard of them before, as well as let you know that they cover the same stuff that I cover. And hopefully we'll have some good conversations tonight talking about the world of home arcades. The year is coming to a rapid close, ladies and gentlemen. The year is almost over. And when this year is over, what do we have to look forward to next year? Or is this the end? Either way, guys, welcome to Multicade Mondays. I'm going to bring on my guests right after this. Oh man, we got a full house here tonight. We got a full house. Uh-oh, Gotham City, where'd your camera go? Is it just me?
No, he disappeared.
I think your camera froze, my dude. I think your camera froze. Hold on. Someone says I gotta check my audio. I do need to check my audio.
I can't believe it. That was a wonderful intro, and I had the wrong camera going. But is that the right camera?
That sounds better, actually. Yeah,
much better.
You're good.
All right, hold on. Let's try and get Gotham City back on here. Gotham, where are you? You might have to call back into the show. Oh, well, that stinks. We had he was ready to go. We hit the intro music, and we lost him. Okay, he'll be back. He'll call back.
He'll be back.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do some intros here. And a lot of these guys have never been on my channel before. We haven't had a chance to collaborate yet, but I have been paying close attention to you guys. And you guys have been doing fantastic work, which is why I invited you guys on. I wanted to invite a lot more people on, but honestly, the bigger these streams get, the harder it is to make sure everyone has their time to shine and get their thoughts in on stuff. So we're really stretching it with a team of 7. But I think we'll just kind of call ourselves the Lucky 7 tonight. Some of these guys, maybe only a couple of them have been on the channel before. But first off, right next to me right here, guys, it's the bad guy, Mike Worley. Mike, introduce yourself. Tell people who you are.
What's up? Yes, I am the bad guy. The name derives from the late, great Razor Ramon, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, if you haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, first off, I want to thank you for inviting me on. I'm one of the ones I've never been on your stream before, so it's the first time for me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't been doing the YouTube thing. I haven't even hit my 1-year anniversary yet, so kind of excited. It's coming up around the end of December. It'll be a year since I put my first video out. I mean, I've been a member of the community, for 3-4 years. I've been in the chats for years, watching all you guys, but haven't really started doing my own content. Just a little bit less than a year now. But if you come to my channel, I'm pretty much a gamer, anything gaming related, mostly retro games, old console games, big Nintendo fan, have a home arcade, 15 Arcade1Up machines. So that's what got me into all this. I do a lot of scripted and unscripted stuff. Some of my stuff is scripted. It's usually me doing something stupid that probably is going to get myself hurt. But, yeah, I do
as someone who is prone to cosplay on his YouTube channel, I have mad respect for all the outfits you put on.
And I've learned that you do a Macho Man also.
I do.
That was one of my very poor impersonations as
Macho
well.
Dubs. Yeah, the whole point of Macho Dubs is to make the worst impression of Macho Man as possible, and I think I've succeeded in that, guys.
Yeah, I thought that I could pull off a good Macho Man impersonation until I watched it on camera, and I'm like, that was the best that I had. So I like to tell everybody it's me making a joke,
Yeah. Let's continue on. We want to get through our intros, and we want to get to some great topics tonight. Some of you guys might be familiar with Bill. Bill, you might be probably one of the larger staples out of the crew that we got on board here. You've been around for a little while. Guys, it's Wild Bill.
Yeah, I've been on for a little bit now. Actually, I guess early next year will be a 2-year anniversary for me since I've been making content. Yeah. And yeah, I cover a little bit of everything, the home arcade scene, pinball scene, retro games, a little bit of whatever strikes my fancy. I make a video on it. Apparently, I make troll and drama videos from time to time. I don't know.
What am I, what do you guys, believe it or not, I pay attention to all your guys' content, and that's what happens when you become addicted to a hobby, as well as you always want to pay attention to what your peers are doing. That way you can figure out, like, should I be doing the same thing, or can I do something differently? You know what I mean? You should always pay attention to what your peers are doing in your your space, your business, like whatever it is you cover. And one thing that I really like that Bill's been doing lately is he's putting on the suit and he's doing the weekly news with the green screen behind him. Guys, you got to check out Game Time News every week with Bill.
It's going to be rebranded as the Gamer News Network with a new video dropping tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Awesome.
So since Game Time's taking a little break, because normally we premiere it during the Game Time show and then I drop it on my channel afterwards. I'm going to keep doing them because they're a lot of fun. I hope people enjoy them. It's nice I think sometimes to just laugh and have a little fun and not have it be at the expense of other people, and just enjoy yourself. So I hope people enjoy them.
Yep. Now, also next to him, guys, we got Todd, the Nerd Lounge Master. Todd, why don't you
hey, thank you for inviting me. I really, last time you had Multicade Matt on, I was like in your chat saying, why the heck am I not there? And thank you for letting me come on. I really appreciate it. I've been part of the community probably for a while. You've seen me in the chats in most of these guys' shows, and your show and Michael B's show. As far as content, I don't pump out a lot of content. Lately, I have been doing Arcades Anonymous with a couple of people that are on the panel here tonight. Obviously, Mike was part of that. Phil was part of that. Chaotic there in the bottom, and Multicade Matt and G.I. Joel. And we just rock Wednesday out, just having fun together, kind of like what you and your amigos do on Friday nights. So,
yeah, I had Multicade Matt on, which ended up being a spur of the moment invitation. He was in the chat and we were talking about something, and then I was like, "Why don't you just come on?" And I put a link in the chat, and Multicade Matt joined.
Yeah, he jumped right on. Yep,
we had a great conversation. G.I.
awesome
Joel,
dude.
G.I. Joel. I got to get G.I. Joel on the next episode, as well as Toxin was going to join us tonight too, but he was working late. You guys are familiar with Toxin?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Met Toxin in Cleveland. Guys, I love Toxin. You got to check out Toxin. Like, at first you get a little scared. Like, his YouTube handle is Toxin. Is he a toxic individual? You know what I mean? Like, but no, like the world's nicest kid.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
He was awesome in Cleveland. Yeah.
Super cool to hang out with.
Absolutely.
All right, let's hit our bottom row and then let's get this show started proper. I have right here one of my new favorites, Gotham from Gotham City Arcade. What's up, Gotham?
What's going on, gentlemen? Thank you for having me on. I watch everybody's content. I am a great fanatic. Bill, good luck with your new show, because I know it's going to be great, because I watch you constantly too. So, but for me, I cannot compete with y'all in this audience. I could not. I tried it and it doesn't work. But I figured, because of the job that I used to have in the Army, where I used to interview people, that works for me. And plus, I went to school with military for it. So to find something outside of the room that connects to all of y'all, where I can actually work with each and every one of y'all, that might work better for me. And I'm glad that now I know what's wrong with my stuff in the house. I finally got it working, and my second episode will be just as genuine and just as thought out. So when I bring everybody on the show, I have to watch all your content. So I'm going from the beginning all the way to the present. Even though I've been watching all of y'all, I might have missed something. It might be a question that everybody's been wondering about you. So it's not a personal attack, but it's something that Larry King would ask you. So it's more like shop value. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, Gotham City Arcade, he's starting something different. I love it when people in this space come up with something either new, different, or they take something and they reinvent the wheel and apply it towards this space. And I love that Gotham, guys, he's doing these great interviews where he's interviewing other people in the community. He did his very first interview just the other night. He had 19K Fox on, and they spent about, it was a long show. It was about 2 hours, but still, you asked him some fantastic, deep, thought-provoking questions about himself, getting to know him a little bit better, as well as what he thinks about the home arcade community in general and the home arcade products. And it was well done. It was well done. And I hope you keep doing those kind of interviews, Gotham. Make sure you guys check out that interview you did with 19K Fox. It was fantastic. But moving right along here, guys, we got Chaotic BPR, one of my favorite guys. Your YouTube shorts are hilarious. Tell people who you are and what you're all about, brother.
Hey guys, Chaotic BPR here. PDubs, thank you so much for allowing me to come on your show tonight. Guys, I've been on YouTube for about 8 years. I used to do Let's Plays. Didn't go very well, and then I fell in love with the home arcade community and got into the Arcade1Up scene and started doing videos on that. Whether it's showing off a new product that I bought, or I modded a product. I have 14 total machines in my bedroom. One of them's, 12 of them are Arcade1Up products. One of them's iArcade, and the other is the MVSX. But
fantastic.
So I'm starting to get into more modding stuff with miniature PCs. Starting to work. I want to work with Toxin on doing stuff like that and everything. But Arcades Anonymous every Wednesday. That's what me and Todd and Mike and Phil, G.I. Joel, Multicade Matt.
You are you're a member of that crew, and you guys are doing a pretty good job. And just keep plugging away would be my advice. And how about a big shout out in the live chat? It is Chaotic's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Brian!
Happy birthday, Brian! I mean,
Thank you.
And being on Multicade Mondays, it's like the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it?
Man, this is a great birthday present. Thank you. Pete.
So what'd you do on your birthday? You were celebrating it over the weekend. What did you do?
Let's see. Saturday, I went out to eat some good Japanese food, and then we watched some movies. We had like a movie night, and then today I went to work. Came home to a great present from Stock Jock. I'll show it to you later.
Man, awesome, dude.
And then also my wife gave me several things, and I was actually able to enjoy Super Mario Wonder today.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. Both Stock Jock and Mad Astra Gaming had the best shirts in Cleveland. These retro gaming shirts that they brought to the event that they wore every day, and they were awesome. I don't know where they bought them from, but I need to go steal them from their closet or something like that. All right, last but not least, guys, I can't tell you how lucky we are. We actually caught this guy sitting down. This guy is really just walking around and talking. He's always walking and talking about arcades. You can never get this guy in a chair, but we got him in a chair tonight, guys. It is Phil PD7. What's going on, Phil?
Thank you for having me here. I really appreciate it. It's an honor to be here on the panel with you gentlemen and to be on your show, P-Dubs. I started off watching you, and that's what got me passionate about buying arcades and then doing videos. And then all of a sudden, I came up with the walk and talk idea and just kind of take it off, just like GCA doing the interviews. You do something unique and you just run with it. And we're coming up to about a year. I started a Black Friday video, and that really took off. The next week, I did a walk and talk, totally bombed it. Went to Target, and I just froze. People were out there, and I did a voiceover, and it came out horrible. But you just build off of it, and you reach a point where you just go, you just do it. You don't care what people think. You'll never see them again.
Yeah. Real quick, let's address this, and then we're going to come back to Phil. Galga guy, $5 super chat, wanted to name his son Gotham. So if he woke up in the middle of the night, my wife would say, "Wake up, Gotham needs you." Great to have you all.
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
I don't think any other comment could top that in the live chat tonight. Yeah, Phil PD7, his walk and talks. What's really I love them. They're fun to watch. They're fun to listen to. And I noticed that a couple other YouTubers saw what you did, and sure, they've adopted that too, added that to their little repertoire of videos that they put out. But you're the king of it, baby. Nobody does it better than PD7.
We got a special walk and talk every Wednesday night on Arcades Anonymous, plus a segment from the bad guy Mike Worley on his NES game of the week. So it's definitely something to check out. Arcades Anonymous every Wednesday.
Yeah. Now, for those of you out there in the audience, if you're not familiar with any of these guys, I have the links to each of their individual YouTube channels in the video description below. I encourage you, if you like the stuff that I put out, you must, if you're here, I mean, you must only watch me because you like me. Otherwise, why would you watch me, right? I mean, come on, right? That's what you like to say. So if you like the content that I put out there, you'll probably enjoy the content that these guys deliver. So make sure you check them out, hit the subscribe button, give them some support, and help these guys on their YouTube journey. Let's kind of also, guys, we're going to be doing a giveaway tonight in a little bit, maybe in about 15 minutes or so. I did a video yesterday for my Atari Warriors.
Woohoo! God, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And I have extra artwork. I had them send me 2 so I could do a giveaway.
Awesome.
We'll do the giveaway for everyone who entered. They already entered by commenting on that video. We'll do that live. We'll pull the winner live tonight. So there's no shenanigans, and all that stuff. All right, let's say hi to who's here in the live chat real quick, and then we're going to start pulling in some topics for everyone. Oh, we got Scott Parisi here. We all hate your channel. But come for the guest. Thanks so much, Scott. At least he's honest. Woo! At least he's honest. Actually, what's funny is when you do this for a long time, guys, you'll get used to the regular viewers who come. And Scott's one of the guys who's always like, more pinball content, more pinball. He loves all the pinball content. All right. Mike Hawk is here. Cyan, Will, Gotham City's here, as well as down there. Raven's here. The Quarterback Arcade is here as well. You confuse me. You're in 2 places at once. Long and Low, Fins. Stock Jock is here. We got to get Stock Jock on a future episode. Papa Brad is here. He also he doesn't do walk and talk. He does walk and sock. So, but what I expect to see, Papa Brad, if it's walk and sock, you got to not have shoes on, man. You got to just be walking in your... You got to be walking in your socks. That's what you got to do. Multicade Matt, one of my favorites. He's like the world's most polite man I've ever met.
Oh,
like,
God.
He is.
Like even on Arcades Anonymous, he's like, yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. I'm like, stop calling everybody sir. Galaga guy's here as well. Cyan, Adam Kolb, who's here. Jason, are the world's greatest moderator is here as well. Andy's Game Room is here. And we got a whole bunch of people. All right, Danny Z is here. Buy Stuff Arcades is here.
Awesome.
And Chris Zeke is here. Haven't seen you in a while, Chris. Hope you and your lovely wife are doing okay. I noticed that you guys downsized your collection a little bit, Chris. I saw you had sold some Arcade1Ups. How many do you have left? Let me know in the live chat. Al's here. If you guys need great cartoon artwork, reach out to him, but you do have to pay for it.
Yep.
And Steps Gaming is here as well. She says Chaotic is in the show. Are you big friends with Steps Gaming?
Yeah, absolutely. She's great.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to pitch this, and let's get somebody to jump in here. So first one, let's kind of make this a hard question to start off. It's been a rough year for home arcades, at least in my opinion. We had companies going out of business. Arcade1Up barely released any new products. AtGames made all kinds of announcements, but as of today, the products still haven't come out if you think about it. It really has been tough to come up with weekly content. For myself as well as others. I don't know how it's impacted you guys. But what is the overall vibe for how do you think this year went? And do you think next year will be better and why? One of you just jump in and let's just start going.
We did get 11 Deluxe this year, though. I just want to throw that out there. Like, I know...
Rehashes!
It's still a new form factor.
Okay, new form factor. But there you go. That's why we're having this conversation. So do you think that was enough to keep the excitement going, Phil?
Well, it kept my excitement going because it gives me something to talk about, right? Because you're right. Like, what are you going to talk about every week? There has to be something. And it just so happens. I mean, usually something big usually happens every week, but then you get that month where there's like nothing. And that's when you got to get creative.
Yeah.
I think Bill's his leak list was actually interesting. I would have hoped that would have been in fruition that came out. I mean, honestly, but Arcade1Up was like, oh, we're not doing that. they feel it's too exciting for the community. So I don't know for next year. I'm kind of like on the scales with them.
Well,
Yeah,
if half of that list can be true, I think it would make a lot of people happy, because I mean, I think Arcade1Up owes it to their hardcore fans that have been here since day one to bring out some new products, because you got the rehashes out of the way. You can't go with another year of, okay, we released everything in Deluxe, now let's release everything in XL. You can't.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good recipe for them.
But you know they're going to do it.
Well, I mean, if you have some XL sprinkled in there with some new releases, that would be fine.
Well, what titles would you use off that list that Bill dropped? Like, what titles would interest everybody? Because everybody on Facebook was basically talking about it. Everybody. As soon as Bill dropped it, I basically copied and pasted, and I went ballistic with it. So,
I think Robotron Smash TV is a no-brainer.
I think everybody can be in agreement that one, of the list, that one probably makes the most sense.
Sure.
For sure.
What about the Pac-Man Royale? Because I thought that was interesting, especially if they do it in that palm puck table format.
Yeah,
I think that'll be a
unique idea for sure.
Michael B. the Game G is here. Great new concept here, P-Dubs. Nice to see the guys on the street. Hey, Mike. Mike, you inspired me. You inspired me, my friend, to make sure we get some people on who on the show. So big shout out to Michael B. the Game Genie. Mike, behind the scenes, guys, has really been pushing to get more collaboration going with more people.
That's great.
It's always been tough for me personally, and I don't know, and some people, they get mad. They're like, why doesn't like Patrick, my real name, why doesn't Patrick ever talk to me or stuff? I'm one of those human beings. I always keep a small circle, and the reason I keep a small circle of people who I interact with on a daily basis is because whenever you have a group of friends, or the more people in your life, the more drama you have to deal with. Like, I have to deal with my sister's drama, my family's drama with my friends. Like me, I'm one of those people that suffers from anxiety, so I like to keep my circle small, right? So I usually don't go outside my circle too often, and it's nothing personal against anyone else out there. It's just me trying to, make sure that, because when you invite more people into your life, you invite more stuff that you have to deal with. So I'm just one of those. I'm not what you call the person who has to have like 9,000 friends on Facebook, you know what I mean? And a social butterfly, talk to everyone every minute of every day. Like I'm just not that guy. I'm just not.
So basically, you're the Robert De Niro from Meet the Parents.
There we go. There you go.
So the inner circle, Greg.
Yeah. So any of you here like keeping a small circle, or do you want to be like all out there? Like I want to.
I call these guys every week. I mean, every day.
Yeah,
we're on these guys all the time. So.
We're on a group text all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
Nonstop.
Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. All right. So any other thoughts from people? Has 2023 sucked? Is that just my opinion, or do you guys think it's been good?
It was a so-so year. It was a so-so year. We didn't get a lot of what we wanted as fans, and I wanted a lot of the new stuff too, because that's what Arcade1Up has been doing, has been throwing out new form factors and stuff. And you can say what you want to say about the new form factors, but I enjoy seeing that stuff. It's innovation. It's something new, something fresh. And if it flops, it flops, but I still want to see it.
I think as a businessman, you have to kind of look at the form factors, them testing the waters with it. Because everybody's been complaining about the risers for years. I remember during our wave one, when it didn't have risers, everybody wanted risers. Then all of a sudden, like 2 years later, everybody wanted to get away from risers. Then everybody wanted it bigger. So I think to have the new concept is great, that form factor. I think the games is the issue that everybody's complaining about. Like, why are we still getting games from wave one, wave three, wave two? Why are we still getting all this? Because most of us in our collections, like PDubs, Michael B., we all got rooms full of this shit. We don't want another fucking year of the same shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
New form factor with new form factor with new games. So that way, the excitement in the community. However, like PD7 said, not having no excitement at all, it makes it harder for us to do content. So a lot of us are gearing to other directions, having different topics, collabos. I think if you look at it entirely, I think it brought the community more together in different ways that no one is watching, because even though there wasn't a lot of video game content, we were all making content with each other. So I think we're all looking forward to the next year. In case it explodes, I think the community will be in a better place at that point.
Okay,
and one way I put it is I compare 2023 to say like a sports franchise. You know, when you got this team that is in a rebuilding phase or a retooling phase, you know, you're taking that summer off to rethink things and try to build that franchise back up. You have one great signing, and that's going to be the Pac-Man XL. And then you look forward to next year's free agents like Robotron, Smash TV, all these new titles that could possibly come into your lineup. This is the way I look at it.
Oh, I think that's fair. And what else is fair is a $2 super chat from Scott Parisi for the swear jar.
Swear jar.
Thanks so much. Let's see what Goofyfoot said here. He said it's been a great year for modding thanks to GRS and Mystery Encoder. I think
there's some truth to
since
that.
New products, like guys, you know the reason why I bought a Venom pinball machine? Why I spent nearly 10 grand on that pinball machine? Because I didn't buy 12 Arcade1Ups this year. I didn't buy like 5 new AtGames products. If they didn't have stuff to come out, I had extra money to spend. So that's why I got the Venom pinball machine. If I had wasted my budget on all, like, let's just say Arcade1Up went nuts. They released Track and Field, this, you know what I mean? And if on Qbert, like if I bought all that stuff, like I wouldn't have bought that Venom pinball machine. You know what I mean?
But how many of those sit in their warehouse? That's the thing, is we can ask for all these arcades. There's so many out there, guys. We're waiting for sales every week. There's so many arcades.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing.
I think it was Steps Gaming who said Ollie's is the place where Arcade1Ups go to die. And I thought that was hilarious when Steps Gaming said that. Stock Jock here with a very riveting comment. What do you guys think about this? It took a company to fail for us to get something good. I think he's referring to the iArcade.
Yeah.
It's a shame. And that's the thing with the iArcade is we can get every game we want, guys. We're buying the Arcade1Ups to get a different looking cabinet because we have everything. I mean, all of us on this panel probably have every game that we want to play. That's what like gets me excited when we see a new form factor.
Yeah, that's true. Bill, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Kat kind of beat me to the punch. I was thinking, and I'm not a big sports guy, but I was definitely thinking that same kind of thought process of it being like a rebuilding year, like you would see in sports. It really did feel that way for Arcade1Up, that, you know, they were kind of just taking a year to make sure to play it safe, really, to just release the stuff that they knew would sell. Hopefully, like I said, bring out a new form factor, try to get people excited with a different form factor and things like that, which work to, I guess, to varying degrees. I agree. It would have been nice if you're going to release the same old stuff, at least shake the games list up a little bit.
Yes.
You know, if you're going to say, okay, we're going to go from, you know, the legacy stuff with the risers to this new deluxe without the risers, but it's basically the exact same machine, just in a different form factor. You know, do something different with it. Just
give you a reason to want to spend that extra $500.
Exactly. You know, we went from 2 or 3 games in wave 1 to like 6 games to 10 games to 12. Now we seem to be stuck at 14 being the max games. I'm not counting the Atari one. 2600 games didn't do anything for me. But besides that, you know, having just is 14 the limit? You know, they could have added a couple more games to each of them, and maybe that would have been
a drama channel. Bill, look at you getting all aggressive. 14 the limit. We can't do 15. We can't do 15. Well, the problem is you keep doing the same PCBs that they've always had, and they're just reusing the same PCBs in different cabinets, just different shapes.
Agreed. Yeah. And you know, there is, I guess there is a little something to say for that too, because, you know, if I now own, you know, the Street Fighter Deluxe and somebody else owns, you know, say Yoga Flame or whatever, we're going to have no problem playing each other online. They're going to connect easily. So you've got 2 or 3 cabinets out there right now with these same games lists, which, like you said, have the same PCB in them. they're all crossplay at this point because it's the same computer just in a different housing. So there is something to that.
So if you had to choose between Arcade1Up or AtGames, which company do you prefer the most of their products? Because I'm assuming everyone here has products from both companies.
Are we going to be labeled a shill? Either answer.
You're going to be labeled a shill.
You will not.
Don't worry about it.
Everybody's getting it typed out right now.
Let's just go quickly around the horn. You don't have to give an explanation why. You just say Arcade1Up or AtGames. Mike, what do you think?
So so I may be the only one here. I don't own any AtGames products. And
Oh,
Carl,
you
if
don't?
you're
I
in
thought
the
you
chat,
did.
Carl, I'm sorry, but
he's gonna disown
I
you,
know,
bro.
I know. No,
Carl's
my
gonna
first
disown
actual
you.
real life experience with an AtGames cabinet was at Cleveland. Got to see it up close in person for the first time, and seeing now like the 4K pinball, seeing like Phil's video and a couple of these other guys' videos. I'm very impressed with those things. Just I'm used to staring at that Arcade1Up pinball, which I love. Don't get me wrong, but I'm extremely excited about the potential of AtGames.
Okay. What about you, Bill?
Well, see, it's a difficult question, and I don't want to sound political and say both, but
Totally
I like them.
political.
I like them for different reasons. I own the ALP. I don't own the Legends Ultimate. It's something I've considered though, but the reason I'd want it is to have that one Multicade machine that can play hundreds, if not thousands, of games. You want to throw coin ops or whatever in it. What I like about the Arcade1Ups is the nostalgia of the look of the cab. I like this new Street Fighter in this HS5 format. It reminds me of the arcade machine. I love the Star Wars because it reminds me of the arcade machine. Could I get those games in one cab? Yes, but it's not going to feel the same. So that's thanks, Mike.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cyrus from Arcade1Up has joined Multicade Mondays. We got the Cyrus answer. Thanks so much, Bill. So Bill
I deserve after the video I made. I deserve that.
What about you, Todd? Which company has excited you more? Like you're more looking forward to? I mean, keep in mind, Paul is absolutely correct. AtGames hasn't released a single product all year except for some digital pinball games. If you think about it, it's all vaporware until it actually happens.
Yeah,
so that is fair to say, Paul. But then again, you might still be like, you know what, this Legends Ultimate's better than any Arcade1Up I've ever owned. I mean, you could be on that side of the fence, Paul. So, Todd, which one are you? Like, where are you feeling?
I love the Arcade1Up. I follow them more. I want more from them. And even though I own, a lot of AtGames products, the thing with the AtGames is you can just do so much with it. You can, the buy stuff guys are making it to where you can do anything with these machines that you want to. But, I'm the kind of guy that wants to buy something and keep buying something. And that's what Arcade1Up does, is they keep giving you the new stuff to do. So, will that change? Maybe, but right now I'm more to the Arcade1Up.
What about you, Gotham? Where are you at right now with things?
Well, I have it all. I actually have it all, and to see both companies transition to make better hardware is interesting. However, my nostalgia is the Arcade1Up because that's what brought me into the market. But I do see the aspect of having a multicade, because if you really want to have all the games on one cabinet, that would be the value to go to it, because it was the cheaper option. But on the same note, to have the diversity in your room, to walk in and see the nostalgia and it brings you back to your childhood, that is what I was really chasing. So me, I'm more of an Arcade1Up fan. I am not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna take it to that.
What about you, Chaotic? Where are you at with things, man?
So when you look at way Bill structured it, Todd, as well as Gotham City, I'm right there in the same boat. I don't own any AtGame products whatsoever.
It's a shame. It's a darn shame.
I get it. but I have an Arcade1Up that I modded in with a Raspberry Pi 4. I can get that Multicade with that. But honestly, that is my least played cabinet, because of my Arcade1Ups. They offer that nostalgia. The authentic look is what I'm looking for.
Yep.
The authentic feel, I can make it happen with a little bit of tinkering, with better joysticks, whatever. That's fine. But it's that nostalgia look of the multiple cabinets lined up in your room.
Mhm.
That's what I was looking for, and I'm just looking for the new titles that are coming out. So yeah, I'm gonna Arcade1Up Shield. Yes, I love their products. Could they do better? Absolutely. Could they do worse? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in the middle right now. I'm happy with it.
Okay, totally
Yeah.
fair.
Plus that online thing, because that's how all of us
Yes.
started hanging out. We would play. It started off, Mike and I found each other on YouTube, and we'd text, and then
Yep.
Todd and Multicade Matt were all playing on Discord, talking, and even if we're not playing an online cabinet, the fact that we're talking to each other, like, that helps. But we're not going to sit there and play a beat 'em up by ourselves. Like, that's no fun having all those games. It's great having a multicade, but you're not going to play it as much as you think. Having that nostalgia, like GCA said, walking into a room. I mean, I don't play these things a lot, but I like walking in there and seeing them. But on the flip side, AtGames definitely has the best pinball option. I saw it yesterday. It's like set with the topper. It's like 7 feet tall. Like, if you don't have an AtGames pinball now, don't even get one. This new one is worth it. And I know it's expensive, but it's awesome. This is definitely the one to get.
All right, guys, do me a favor. I put a poll in the live chat. I said, which home arcade company is the most exciting to you right now? Is it Arcade1Up or AtGames? Make sure you vote on that in the live chat. We're only going to let that go for a couple of minutes. We got a super chat here from Scott. Let's address this. $5. AtGames Legends Ultimate has higher replay than anything without flippers and a shooter rod. Hunted my other machines other than Pac-Man Pixel Bash. There you go, Scott. Thanks so much for the super chat and sharing it. Let me tell you guys a story, and I've mentioned this a couple of years ago on a couple of streams. I don't know how many of you would even remember this, but AtGames Legends Ultimate with CoinOps X, you could play all the Golden Tee games on it with the trackball.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys remember the Arcade1Up Golden Tee machine, the first one?
You had some bad luck with the second. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the XL.
XL, yeah.
The XL was a nightmare for me. The XL was a nightmare for me.
I pre-ordered the thing too. Okay, I did pay $735 for it. So
yeah. So I always told everyone, even though I had access to playing Golden Tee on the Legends Ultimate, I preferred to play it and thought it was a better experience playing it on the Arcade1Up Golden Tee, the first machine. Now, I sold that machine, took the $250 I sold it for, and applied that towards the XL, and then the XL crapped out on me. It became a total disaster. So I totally regret selling the original Golden Tee, but there is something to say about when you walk up to an arcade machine or a replica arcade machine, and it's got the artwork, it's got the controls, and you play the game versus a multicade. But then again, I always know, here's my thought process. If push comes to shove, let's just say, let me ask you guys this question. Not everybody needs to answer it because we got a lot of stuff we can talk about, but let's try and get a couple of you guys to answer this. Push comes to shove, something happens. Either you got to move or you're tight on money. You got to move machines. You got to sell machines. You got to get rid of stuff. My multicades would stay and all the one-ups would go. That's where I'm at with it. Even though I love the fact that, some of them do great things and some of them don't. But what about you guys? If you had to sacrifice your collection, like, I don't know, maybe your wife puts the foot down, says you can only have 1 or 2 machines, everything else has got to go. What are you gonna? Are you keeping
that is so wrong.
It's a bad situation.
Are you keeping the AtGames? Or are you keeping the one-ups? Or what are you doing, man?
You probably have to keep the multicade, right? I mean,
I would.
You would probably have to. I'm with everybody else. I'm there for the look and the aesthetics of everything. But yeah, if it came down to it, the multicade would probably logically be the one to keep.
Okay. Anyone else have time in?
Yeah, I would think so too. I mean, look, if you're in a spot where you can only really have one machine, whether it's because of space, whether it's all you can afford or whatever, you got to go multicade because then it just gives you the option of being able to play whatever you want.
I don't agree with that. I'm keeping my outrun. Fuck that.
You love your outrun.
Games going out the fucking window because one thing that the games don't have is the components to drive on the cabinet. So for me, my outrun was my holy grail cabinet. So that would be my desert island game. Everything else. Besides, I divorced my wife, so I don't have that problem.
He's like, I'm good.
She tried doing this already once.
That ain't happening.
So
Now,
I
Gotham. Hold on,
What?
Todd, real quick. Gotham, is your outrun stock?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It has the. I have light-up buttons on it. I did get the sticker to get rid of that Arcade1Up, and I put that on there. But as far as everything on it, it is completely stock. I left it the way it was. Just cosmetically, I changed some things on it. But as far as like adding the mod, like the Ridge Racer mod and all that, I left mine the way it is.
I'm going to end the poll here right now, guys. It said, which home arcade company is most exciting to you right now at this point in time? Check this out, guys. 61% of the viewers who responded said AtGames.
Yeah.
38% said Arcade1Up. You know, I've done a lot of these polls over the years, and even though I have a feeling I have one of the larger AtGames viewership versus some other channels out there, because I covered AtGames a ton. Whenever I would do these polls, guys, Arcade1Up would always win. Arcade1Up would always win, even though I have a large AtGames viewership or people who really like AtGames. Arcade1Up would always win these polls. This is the first time I've seen AtGames win a poll like that. So maybe times are changing. Maybe times are changing. But then again, guys, and it is a Multicade show, Paul. Come on. Yeah, we got home field advantage, Multicade. All right. You guys want to help me with a giveaway here real quick? Let's do the giveaway, and then we're going to talk about some other really cool stuff here.
Hey, Ketos, can you put on Deadly Mice comment? Because I think that's one you should.
Deadly, this one right here?
Yeah.
Got rid of the kitchen table.
Oh, that is
Wow.
Wow.
Deadly Nick
man.
Mayhem. We'll try our best not to read that out loud and your wife possibly overhear.
Let's
what
encourage
happens,
the behavior, gentlemen. Let's encourage the behavior.
Wow. All right. So I don't know if you guys caught it, but I did a fun little mod project. I tried to do something a little different for Glenn's retro show for the the GRS Atari Warriors super stick, right? So everyone's done these videos where they've they've used the box, because this thing comes with a box that you could actually use and turn it into a control panel. I gutted a Legends Gamer Mini, and I got artwork from the Buy Stuff guys, Buy Stuff Arcades. And that way I could actually turn that Legends Gamer Mini into what I call the Atari Warriors Super Arcade Stick is what I'm calling this mod. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That does look really nice.
So, of course, I went on that video and I said to the viewers, I said, if you're interested, since I have extra artwork, just use a comment, #Akari. Leave a comment, #Akari on the video, and you'll be entered into the live drawing. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to find my video again on YouTube. And let's go here, your channel. And here's the video right here. We're going to do a live comment picker. We're going to share. We're going to copy the link. Here's the comment picker website. We're going to paste this here. We're going to hit fetch. And now we're going to add a filter, and we want to find a keyword. That keyword is #Akari, in capital letters, IKARI. Include anyone who wrote it. No duplicates allowed, so if anyone tried to increase their odds, it's not going to happen. Let's hit continue. It found 41 comments, so 41 comments on the video. You have a 1 in 41 chance of winning. Let's see who the winner is. Everyone, roll the dice. Pick a winner. Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, nice.
I'm robbing that individual. I'm coming in that house.
In all fairness, I mean, he's like the biggest
was legit.
AtGames fan, right? It was a legit poll.
Yeah,
It's Carl. There you go,
Congrats,
guys.
Carl.
How about a big shout out to Carlo in the live chat? He won the bonus artwork, so I'll I'll reach out to Carl, or Carl reach out to me, pdubsarcadeloft@gmail.com, and that way I can ship you your artwork in case you want to do the same mod. And a big shout out to the Buy Stuff guys. I reached out to them, and I'm like, hey guys, I got this really cool thing I want to do. Can you guys make me some artwork? And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. Had it ready in like a day or two. Yeah,
Nice.
and they shipped it to me like next day. Or like, those guys are awesome. I love
They're the
Buy
best.
Stuff guys.
They
Buy Stuff
changed Terminator 2 completely,
Yeah.
guys. Like, unbelievable.
Now, I do have some good news for people, and my apologies to the guests here. I'm just going to go full screen here so we can see this. So in case you missed my community post, I had a lot of viewers on my video ask about Glenn's super joystick here. They asked, does it work with the AtGames Legends Ultimate? Can you install it in there? Plus, you're going to need to install the button. So this button plus the stick is all you need to install. You don't need to install these. Does it work with Add-on X and CoinOps X? And it absolutely does. Even the little rotary part when it comes to playing games like Midnight Resistance and Atari Warriors and stuff like that. So I'll probably do a quick video showing how you can put that in your control panel. Like if you just want to get the stick and put it in the machine, and that way you're able to play those games the right way. But one thing I think Glenn needs to do is release different color tops, like optional. What do you guys think?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Not just
clear,
yellow.
Yeah.
like
I
clear.
like the
So
yellow, though.
Yeah. So the way Glenn basically explained it to me is, that stick is just, the housing for it is pretty much standard to a lot of his others, and all it should fit in just about anything you want to put it in. Whether or not it works is actually really down to the software and if it's got drivers that are capable of seeing it and running it more than anything else. I know he did a lot of work with like the AtGames guys and a few different companies to make sure that it would be compatible. So
Good.
kudos to him.
Good. Now, let's get back to a couple topics here. So are you guys into digital pinball, virtual pinball?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So after everything that you guys have seen about the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K, so that it was announced, everyone was hyped. There were some concerns. And then sure enough, this thing showed up at the convention. A lot of people got their hands on it. And we heard a lot of good and bad things.
Mm-hmm.
Also, guys in the live chat, let me know your feedback. How do you feel right now today about the Legends Pinball 4K? Now, we know Phil saw it in person. And PD7 got some great hands-on experience. I'll pull up your video here. But what are you guys thinking? Are you guys a little worried, or are you guys feeling pretty good about it? Considering, there's a few things that need fine-tuned. Like, what do you guys think?
Encouraging. I mean, just playing. My only experience with VPin was the Star Wars, and I fell in love with it. I never played virtual pinball before that thing, and this thing seems like it's an upgrade. Something even bigger and better, and I'm excited for it.
You're excited. Anybody else?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I watch a lot of the Facebook and the Reddit groups and things like that. And a lot of people have been very nervous about specifically the Zen because of the lag that was shown at Chicago. From what I've seen, and Phil, definitely I want to hear from you for sure. But what I've seen of the all the other ones like the Magic Pixel and Instacar, all the other stuff that they've ported over, they all run great. It's really just the Zen one that is having a bit of problems. But AtGames and Zen have both been very forthcoming in saying, look, this is still basically beta software. They're still tweaking it. They know that there's issues that they need to work out, and they have every confidence they'll have it done before it ships in December.
Anybody else?
I think it's just the price for me. I think it's a little pricey. I have to see more content on it going forward because I already have an ALP, and I'm pretty happy with that. But I would love to see more from it for me to upgrade it, because I'm not going to get rid of my ALP just to bring that in. I'll just put it side by side. So, but I want to see more content going forward with it before I make a decision and pull the trigger.
Okay. And guys, we are rolling the footage from Phil's walk and talk while he was actually at the convention. Phil, what were your thoughts here as you're pointing things out on the screen here? What were you thinking?
When I got there, that was the first thing I did. I went right up to AtGames, and just seeing it from a distance, it's like they're 7 feet tall. Like, I was blown away. And I know it's a topper, but I was blown away on how big this was. I mean, it is laggy. Bill, you are correct. And a representative told me this is definitely not the finished product.
Mhm.
I tried to get more answers, possible skins. He couldn't tell me anything, which my belief is we're going to be stuck with the Addams Family for like a year. If they do give us skins, I think it's going to be a long way away. But it looked good. I mean, look at Addams Family.
Mhm.
And GCA, what's to say, 1,300. That's my price range. Like I can't bring in a $9,000, $10,000 pinball. Like this is as good as I can do. And just from the look of these, I mean, look at how high that comes up to her. It would look good in your arcade.
There you go.
Oh,
PD7's. What do you think, Gotham? PD7's trying to shill this on you. What do you say?
oh, he makes some valid points. It's not the money. I don't have to issue with the money. I just like when I first seen AtGames when they first introduced the ALP. I waited a while before I even touched it. It took something like the coin ops for me to go and grab it. Like it was immediate. Like I had to have it. So that's where the FOMO has to kick in. I think it's a great looking system. It's just not enough for me to go and buy it as of right now because y'all all haven't got your hands on it. Y'all haven't dissected or broke it down in ways.
Right.
So, and I want to know what other components or what other pieces is going to go with it. For me to go and pay that $1,500, like I don't really have anybody to consult in my household to basically go and get it, but I just want to see more from it. And right now, it's just not enough for me to say, yes, let me go and buy it.
Good stuff. Chaotic, what about you, man?
I mean, I own a Attack from Mars pinball. Yeah, it's small compared to a real pinball or even these Legends pinball. I got to play the Legends pinball like regular in Cleveland. That was my first time ever touching one of their products ever. And I enjoyed it. But when it comes to that price point, I'm more of a on sale type guy. And it would take a lot more for me to, I guess, to bite, basically. So, I mean, I'm looking for more tables and more stuff to really enjoy, or copies of like real tables. I mean, I know you could do like stuff like with the PC, hook it up to a PC and use more FX3 and stuff like that. And you can get real pinball tables that way. That's a possibility. Yes, but like I said, there's just something missing for me to want to bite the bullet for it.
Okay. No, this is great. See, this is why I wanted to get more people on and get fresh opinions, right? Fresh opinions. What about you, Todd? Where you at, Nerd? Are we going to see this in the Nerd Lounge?
I have a regular LAP that I haven't done anything to. It's stock except for that joystick. And, my daughter plays it all the time. It's her go-to thing to play. And I talked to her and said, hey, do you want me to upgrade this? Do you want to, is it something that I want? Yes. But last night we were talking on the panel last night and I want Star Trek. If they come out with a Star Trek, that's going to be where I buy. And I think Phil's on the same page with me. If they do a next generation skin on that, I'm sold. I'll give you the $1,500, but I have to have the right skin. And I know what you're going to say, Dubs. You're going to say just skin the thing the way you want it. But
that's also pain in the butt to do. Like even when I did the artwork on the Qbert. Oh geez, you can't even see it. Even when I put the Qbert Quest artwork on that, guys, it was like 3-4 hours. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. The hardest part was taking the coin door off and putting the artwork around the front of the machine. That part was a pain in the butt. But
the only thing is when it's dark in your arcade and you're just playing the tables on and the back glass, you're going to trick your mind anyways, right? Whatever you're playing,
you're not going to notice what's on the side of it. But
I know. I want the Star Trek too. I'm 100% with you.
Yeah. It goes back to what we were saying about Arcade1Up, about that nostalgia feeling. You walk in, because even the Addams Family one, as nice as it looks, it doesn't represent the real Addams Family pinball machine.
Yeah.
It's the Zen pinball art. So
fair point.
All right. So one of our final questions here before we send everyone over to Mike will be, when it comes to like retro gaming, console gaming, arcade gaming, pinball gaming right now, like what is the one thing that you've either picked up really recently and you're spending some time playing it, or something you're about to pick up and you're excited to try out? Surely there's something. For me, I'll give you guys one. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but do you guys remember the old like 16-bit or 8-bit Gargoyles games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gargoyles from the
Oh, yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
Did you know that they released this week Gargoyles Remastered?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
and it's just
looks
like
good.
Wonder Boy, it has a toggle switch where you can toggle to the original graphics
Mhm.
or go
Wow.
modern graphics.
Mhm.
Huh.
So I picked it up on the PlayStation 5 yesterday and I played it for like 90 minutes. It was so
Wow.
much fun. So that was like a nice blast from the past, remembering the Gargoyles game from when I was a kid. But what about you guys? Like what are you into right now? Mike, let's go around the horn and then we'll send everyone over to Mike.
Well, since I do a lot of NES based content, so I can't say I play anything specifically over and over again, but I do own 460 some NES games, and a large majority of them I've never actually physically played the game. So I'm kind of working through that, trying to knock some of those off the list.
Okay. So just hunting away.
Yep.
What about you, Bill? What are you into right now?
Well, if I'm not playing around with something like the Street Fighter that I got, I do actually really do love some modern games too. I have the Switch. I've been trying to put off playing Tears of the Kingdom. I own Tears of the Kingdom. I played it a little bit. I've been trying to put it off because I also have Skyward Sword and I want to finish that first because it's slightly older. So again, I'm just to the end of that. So I want to get through the end of that, and then I'm going to hit Tears of the Kingdom really hard. So
Okay. What about you, Todd? Are you one of the VR guys? Were you one of the MetaQuest guys?
Yeah. You know, that's funny you should say that because I've been, charging it and going there and trying to see what's on. But yeah, I played a few odds and end things. Nothing really set, with the new Sonic game coming out and the new Mario game. My 13-year-old has the Mario game and won't let me have it, and that's what I want to at least
feel bad for you.
tinker with that a little bit. Yeah, so no, I've just kind of been jumping around. Really haven't played anything major or really, sticking on one thing particular.
What about you, Gotham? When you get off this stream, what are you going to go play right away? Your Outrun?
Nah, I actually went it like being in the military. I got tough boxes. Like I have these green tough boxes, and over the years, I went into Korea and Germany and Japan. You'd be surprised what they got in these where soldiers sell all their stuff at when they get out the military.
mhm.
I go in those places and there be tons and tons of systems. So I actually got a Nintendo 64 in here that I've been playing with
Nice.
Goldeneye. I've been playing my Xbox with Outrun 2006 on here. I've been kind of playing the XP one. So I've been kind of jumping back and forth between both games for the last couple of weeks. So I've been
Which one do
enjoying
you like? Which one do you like more?
I'm more of a Goldeneye because I kid you not, the Goldeneye was a classic in my neighborhood. If anyone has not played that, I think you're not even a gamer at all. So just to have that, and I'm going back to New York next year. A couple of my friends is telling me to bring that with me. We're gonna definitely have a shootout. So I'm getting my skill sets up right now. So
You sound like me when I was juggling.
Bro,
Sea of
hit me up
Stars.
when you're coming to New York.
I will. You can come through. We definitely need more players. I will have 4 controllers. I hope you got my best friend Alex is a nightmare on that game. He's a real nightmare. So I kid you not, we will definitely want you to come out. And you will definitely be escorted through the hood, so nobody won't bother you. So
You'd be surprised. I'm good. I'm good in New York. You'd be surprised.
not in my neighborhood, you won't. They'll
You
think
guys
you
are
the police first before they'll think you one of us. So don't worry, we got you, Bill.
All right, I trust you.
Chaotic. What are you playing, man? What are you playing? What's got you hyped?
Well, I'm hyped about Super Mario Wonder. I got it today for my birthday, so as soon as the stream's over, I'm going back to playing that. Currently, I'm waiting on my retro shooters to get here because I am saving up money for either going with the T2 the PDubs way or the PD7 way. I don't know which joystick panel I want to go with. So
That's a tough choice.
Yeah,
It
so
is.
I have the kit. I filmed the video. I just got to edit, post it. My video is, let's say you want to do the low cost method where you just want to get the LCD converter and you have the shooter kit and you're ready to go, right?
Right.
PD7 did a fantastic video saying, hey, if you want to get one of Buy Stuff Arcade's custom decks and go all out with the mod, make sure you guys check that out on PD7. Mine's going to be a little more basic. His is more advanced.
But you keep your deck. You keep the T2 deck with PDubs mod. That's the whole thing.
You'll keep the T2. You'll keep the T2 deck with PDubs mod. That
Yeah.
PDubs, man, what a jerk! All right, Phil, PD7. What are you playing? What are you working on?
The quarter deck arcade called it. We just talked about Terminator 2 is like getting played again. Like it just doesn't sit there and collect dust. It's an awesome setup. I mean, you guys would absolutely love this.
Yeah, it is nice. I think that a lot of times I go back when I mod an arcade that's been collecting dust. It reinvigorates the excitement, and you play it again for a while, and then it might start collecting dust.
This is a cab that your wife wanted. Like I remember your review. Like it's just, and now you put the topper on. I got the topper like you. You know, Mike did the decals, the midway decal, and it's just like we put all this in there, and we're still putting stuff. Finally playing it again. Like I could not connect online with that cabinet, so I didn't get any updates. And like if this didn't happen, I mean, I don't know if I would have kept it much longer.
Yeah.
We just like at the top of PD.
Sabos.
It's unreal. I looked at your video. I was.
Oh, P-Dubs. Pete, you got to watch Peter. That's who I got it from.
Okay.
Well, I got it from Joe Sabo.
I might just have to steal it from him and bring it back to Texas.
Now, guys, out there in the live chat, I have an automatic redirect set up. I'm going to send you guys all over to Michael B, the Game Genie, in just a couple minutes. Keep in mind, the first 15 minutes, he's eating a burger and just saying hi to the live chat. So you're not missing anything at all. So I'll get you over there in a minute. But guys, any final thoughts? Anything you want to remind people of? Hey, Mike, you got something happening on Saturdays you want to tell people about?
Sure, I'll talk about that. And that's the guy in the lower right corner is along for the ride with me. Is that, and actually, Nostalgia Power. It's on my channel. It's all thing retro, everything nostalgia related. We talk movies, video games, cartoon shows, whatever. And I'm not trying to steal all the credit. It was Phil's idea. Nostalgia Power was 100% Phil's idea. I'm pointing the wrong way. But he presented me with it, and we're doing it Saturday morning, 10 Eastern. And it's been really, really fun so far with Jester Tester and Zod Rider.
Excellent. Anything else you guys got anything coming out that you want to say real quick? Nope.
Just watch everybody's content, support everybody in the community. We all joy when everybody comes out, and definitely explode the chats up. If you got new ideas, everybody throw it in the chat. Those are the cool things we could talk about. The littlest things can start a whole large conversation. So don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Just drop your comments.
So I have, like I said in the beginning, another one of my news videos is going to be dropping tomorrow. I do hope people do enjoy.
Are you going to be wearing the suit? The suit?
Wearing this, got to wear the suit.
Okay.
It's got to be official. It's. And I'm also working on my review for the Arcade1Up Street Fighter 2. So hopefully that will be out before the end of this week.
Nice.
So just a heads up, this Friday on Super Game Room Dudes, we're doing our Halloween costume contest. So if you guys are free Friday night and happen to have your costumes on, you can call into the show, show off your costume real quick, and maybe
Mike,
enter you into the draw.
You're Batman.
God, I have so many I could choose from.
This is a hilarious super chat. $10 from Deadly McMahon. This is for all the A1Up loyalists on the panel. Sorry, P-Dubs. Well, what can I say? Like Pee Wee Herman told Dottie, I'm a loner, Dottie. I'm a rebel.
Oh, nice.
All right. So do me a favor, guys. Links to all these guys are in the video description below. Whoever tickled your fancy tonight, give them a sub or just sub to all of them like I do. And guys, thanks so much for coming on. I'm going to send the live chat over to Michael B, the Game Genie. You tell Mike it's a raid from the Loft, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks so much, guys. Mhm.